What does pride mean to you?
How much time do you have?
When I was first hired at Cultural Care, I took the job because it felt like a really welcoming environment.
I immediately felt a sense of camaraderie with the people when I first walked through the doors for my interview to when I walked out.
I started working in May, and it was like the month prior to Pride Month. So just seeing how they celebrated Pride, and it was interesting to see, as a new hire.
The impact that I've been able to have in growing the LGBTQ+ at Cultural Care community has been really, really the best challenge.
It's been really inspiring to see people get so excited about events surrounding the LGBTQ+ community, and it makes me want to be more involved in the community as well, not only celebrating my own identity, but the identity of people around me.
It really stemmed from participating in a pride parade in Boston and realizing that as fun as that was, we didn't really know our own community. And so I, along with some other colleagues, founded LGBTQ+ at Cultural Care for that space for our staff and for our colleagues to be able to get to know each other and see each other and see somebody like you in a professional setting.
It's really important to go to these events and not only have fun for ourselves, but show that this is who we are. Not only do we have people that are part of the LGBTQ+ community, but we also have allies that are going to stand up for you.
They not just accept you, but they celebrate you for who you are. So I think that's the most important thing, and that I felt very proud of myself and the company that I work for.
One of many conversations that we've had has revolved around this community allowing people to feel comfortable to be themselves as well, and potentially even come out as an identity that they hadn't before expressed. And that is just an incredibly powerful moment to be able to share. It makes me cry just thinking about it.
As I mentioned, I started in May, June was Pride, and I went to several events. It was not just for learning, but also social events, and I ended up holding the Cultural Care sign at the Pride Parade, and it was my first time marching in a Pride Parade, and I think it was kind of part of my coming out process to be at a Pride Parade and being proud of who I am, and having the company also supporting the community and saying that you can be who you are here.
Cultural Care is the first place that I decided I was going to be fully out and fully myself. And I think that was really scary for me at first. Over the past 6.5 years, it's turned into something where I have become more and more proud of my sexuality and my identity, and it's allowed me to take this opportunity to then have that same experience I had be the norm for anyone coming in.
Having a place where not only you feel welcome, but your friends feel welcome and your colleagues feel welcome is a really special place to be.
You know, to be queer and Asian American, I'm never quite sure if I'm going to find people like me in the spaces that I'm in. So to identify role models within the Cultural Care community who share similar identities to me, that's really important, and it gets me inspired not only to celebrate my own identity even more, but to raise up and celebrate people who are different than me as well.
Pride is being able to come to the table as Lisa, but also with all the other facets of my identity on display and not worrying how that may be perceived or received.
Pride is celebrating all the progress that we had, but also thinking about what we can still do for the future.
For me, Pride is a celebration of my identity. It's a reminder that not only are there people like me in this world, but there are also fierce allies that raise me up and support me in everything that I do.
I think we should all be allowed to be our true selves and our most complete selves. And that's what I've always wanted and have strived for as an ally. And when we're not able to be that, I think we all miss out.
Pride to me is feeling like you can just be your authentic self. Feeling like you don't have to hide any part of you for any reason, no matter where you are. And that's really difficult to do in our society. And I think that it takes a lot of guts to be able to just be your authentic self every day, even though there's a little bit of maybe pushback every now and then, or people that don't understand it or don't agree with it, but to still not back down from who you really are.